Welcome to the Wrestle for Real podcast. Got Stan with me, Spook with me in the mix. The WWE Monday Night Raw, June 30th, 2025. Post show, just wanted to go through the card real quick. Like, we had an early show today, 6 p.m. here on the East Coast. I don't know. I don't know if that's better or worse, but I believe it's because they are filming SmackDowns. Is that right, Stan?
Yeah, they're doing a double today.
Yeah, we getting a little bit of that action. So
They
I don't
doing
know.
what now?
They filming SmackDown too for
It ain't
So we
live
might.
anymore. It ain't
I
live
think it's the
anymore.
4th of July, the holiday.
Oh, okay,
nah.
gotcha.
So they might be some spoilers that come through between now and then as far as went down on SmackDown, but there's a good chance they may take the night off and not go too hard as far as what they do with SmackDown this week. So tonight we had a few matches, a couple of interesting highlights, but overall standard Monday Night Raw. The show kicked off with Io Sky and with Rhea Ripley coming out and Io Sky interrupting her. And basically they had a little bit of back and forth, but Io set up a match at WWE Evolution, which is July 12th, maybe
13.
13th. Okay, so that's Sunday, July 13th. That'll be here in Atlanta. They set up what might be the main event. Tonight we had a few matches set up for Evolution. They had to push the button on Evolution. They had to start getting some matches down because we wasn't getting nothing for a minute. So we just finally had to get some matches, and that was the first one, which could potentially be the main event unless they do something bigger or different as far as the main event goes. I think Tiffany Stratton should main event it, but that's just my opinion. I think she's a real big dog right now. But we're gonna get Io Sky back wrestling here in another couple of weeks, so we'll see how that looks and how that goes. What you thought about this opening promo, Spook, with Io and Rhea, man? Giving you any reason to get excited about Evolution yet?
Not really. I mean, I was glad to see Io again. Happy she still has the title. Couldn't really, make out what she was saying half the time, but she trying. She trying to conquer the English language, man. She's trying to get it under control. So I think it'll be a good match at Evolution, man, between her and Rhea. This is what, number 3 or 4 now between them. Getting up in the
Yeah, it's been a few. They not no one new is in the picture right now as far as those two are concerned. So
Yeah.
we'll kind of see where this goes. What you thought about this opening promo stand with Io and Rhea? Is it, what you think about them kicking off Evolution, perhaps?
What I thought was gonna happen was gonna happen, and Rhea's finally gonna slay that dragon. She gonna get that monkey off her back and finally beat Io for the first time. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I mean, that's that almost would make sense, but it probably would also make Io look worse than they've made her look leading up to WrestleMania and then after WrestleMania and having the title. I don't know if they want to just send Io back down that far, but that's really what a loss would do for her at this point. I mean, she's barely been on TV or in the ring since having the title, so I don't know how much that would change if she was to actually have the lose the title, what that would look like for her.
Yeah.
Where Rhea Ripley would go from there. But we did get a Kairi Sane package throughout the show, so maybe they're trying to do something with her as well as far as future challenges on the Raw roster. But yeah, typical promo to open the show. Then we got to JD McDonough and Finn Balor versus the New Day for the Tag Team Championships. This one ended with Finn and JD winning the gold, taking it off a New Day. I was always unsure as to why New Day had it. I really didn't know what they were doing with the titles. JD and Finn doesn't seem like a real tag team, but since they're in Judgment Day, I guess it helps to keep them together and put them together. But they're now the champs. Judgment Day's got some more gold. Judgment Day has both sets of tag team championships in addition to the Intercontinental title with Dominic Mysterio as well. So they got a lot of gold right now. They dripping in real gold right now. So, we'll kind of see what happens. Stan, what you think they're going to do with them moving forward, though? What's next for these guys? Now that, conquering New Day doesn't seem like something that's going to turn into a trilogy.
Yeah, no, it doesn't. For New Day, I don't know what's next for them. I thought they were going to tease um Usos getting back together and have another Uso New Day classic. But as far as Judgment Day, I was not expecting them to win. I mean, I wanted them to win. I just wasn't expecting it. But because I don't know where their story is gonna go. But it's kind of because at first I was thinking that maybe Finn will leave somehow. Clearly, that's probably not going to happen. So I don't know what the swerve is going to be.
Yeah, yeah, I don't know if anybody's gonna leave. I think at best right now we're geared up towards Liv coming back and the title's not being there and there's dissension that way, or Raquel getting booted out before Liv even gets back. And maybe Liv comes back to help or save her or something to that effect. But as far as
Yeah.
the guys, I'm not sure that they're on their way out at this point. But right now they got a lot of gold dripping, so they're looking real good. What you think about JD and Finn Balor having the world title, Spook, man? Is this a little bit more exciting than New Day, more the same. What you feeling about these guys?
I mean, I like it, man. It give Finn Balor, another good look. To kind of bring him back over to keep him rolling with Judgment Day. JD, man, he looking good out there, man. You know what I'm saying? He really, he doing his thing. I don't know where they can go from there as far as like who gonna be their next opponent. So yeah, it's kind of hard to say right now.
Yeah, I don't know. It's probably gonna be random. For New Day, they barely was on TV as far as
Mm.
wrestling wise. So I don't know if they're gonna get the War Raiders, if they're gonna get the Creed brothers, maybe some other. I really don't know where they're gonna go with these guys. But since New Day wasn't very active with the titles, I would expect that to be more the same when it comes to JD and Finn. The
Yeah.
only difference is they'll probably get more on screen time, and we'll kind of see how that goes. And maybe we'll get another Austin Theory and Grayson Waller challengers, and tease another breakup that doesn't happen during this title run with JD and Finn. But New Day is definitely dripping in gold, man. After that, we had our next match was Rusev and Sheamus. This one's been boiling over for a minute. I thought these guys had a good match, though. I thought they had a good match.
Very solid.
These guys have a lot of chemistry and have been wrestling each other for quite some time. Been on the same team. It ended with Rusev getting the victory, which I think probably was the best decision. With him just getting back, he wants to look as strong as possible right now, especially with not really having much to work with in the last several weeks as far as wrestling and being on TV. I thought it was a good match, a nice solid match to kind of keep the night going. Um, what you thought about this match, Stan? Rusev and Sheamus with Rusev picking up the victory here. What's next for Rusev?
I don't know. I don't know if he's done with Sheamus. Excuse me. I feel like, that it still might be some stuff there. But I don't know what's next for Rusev and Sheamus. Like because I mean it's no title picture in their future just yet anyway. So they might run it back again somehow. They'll figure out a way to run it back one more time before it's all said and done.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see that. I mean, outside of them two, they may not have much else to go on. So we didn't really see them spark up any new feuds at the end of this one, or even lead
Yeah.
to it much. So they may let these guys continue to rock out. But what you thought about this match, Spook, with Rusev and Sheamus?
Oh yeah, definitely a solid match, man. I mean, I feel like both of y'all, when y'all said they need to run it back, definitely run this back, man. It was a good,
Mhm.
a good match, man. Two good wrestlers going at it, man. Really, putting their all into it. So yeah, definitely. I mean, I definitely take a run back on this one, man, for for a pay per view opener or something like that, or or the second card or some of that nature. Just to see them, two boots go at it.
Yeah, they always gonna give you something decent, something good. And a lot of these guys, especially the early matches, I don't think a lot of them was in Saudi, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, a lot of these early matches, so they was able to kind of kick the show off and keep things going. Then we had a announcement that Raquel would be allowed a tag team partner, which became Roxanne. And at Evolution, there'll be a fatal four-way match: a team from SmackDown, a team there from Raw, and a team from NXT. And I guess there's another team. I'm not sure what the.
A SmackDown.
Well, it said
Well,
it's a fatal four-way for the.
yeah, it's them and then Raw, SmackDown, then NXT.
Oh, okay. So they don't count as the Raw team. I thought they.
Nah.
Okay, okay. So I don't know where they're gonna find these girls, but we did get a verdict. And this is the second match. Like I said, they're putting their foot on the gas as far as dropping these Evolution matches that they didn't. I believe in totality they may have dropped two today, maybe three, which
Three.
we're gonna see. Yeah. So as far as what we're gonna see at Evolution, so prior to this we had nothing. We had some qualifiers on NXT for some women having some matches that will lead to Evolution, but I don't know. I think that this team of Roxanne and Raquel needs to lose. I think Raquel needs to go away, and I think Roxanne needs to stay right where she's at. Honestly, yeah, that would be my prediction. I just don't understand Roxanne and Raquel as a tag team, but they may want to keep her around. But who you think Spook that they got as far as these tag teams? What other tag team can join? Raw, SmackDown, or even NXT? What you thinking?
Where the tag teams at? Period.
You can just make up anything you want. That's what they do. So you just come up with whatever you feel like. Much, just put two girls together and hope for the best. That's what they've been doing this whole time. So
Yeah,
so
because
Well,
don't
I'm
take it.
let's put
You
let's put Jade and Naomi together. That's
we can get Charlotte and Alexa Bliss.
yeah, I
yeah,
can get
it's
that.
kind
That's
of
pretty
weird,
solid.
man.
We can get Soul Ruka and Zarya maybe.
I mean, technically, like NXT got. I mean, yeah, even though they kind of put Soul Ruka and Zara together as an official team, then Fatal Attraction
Why they
and
didn't pull from TNA?
Oh man, they didn't mention it.
yeah, because it's more technically bona fide women's tag teams over in TNA.
Yeah, it's a lot of
So
them.
who could they have from SmackDown? Stan, who you see on SmackDown?
I don't think there are any like. Well, no, they're on Raw though. I think I know who the tag team for Raw is gonna be, which is funny.
Who is that?
But remember, they've been showing Maxine and Natalia
Yeah.
together with
Hmm.
when Sheamus been doing his stuff with American Alpha.
Hmm.
They've been showing like Natalia hanging out with Maxine.
Yeah.
So that'll be the Raw one. SmackDown wise, I don't know because I don't think there are any like women that even like hang together.
The only one that really is the girls with Chelsea Green.
Oh yeah,
Niven
Yeah, yeah.
and
That's
Alba
a good
Fyre.
one. That's a good one. That's a good one. I think
yeah,
It
that's it.
fills up the match.
that's who y'all say for NXT.
I don't even. I mean, you said what
Uh,
Fatal Influence? You said
Yeah, Fatal Influence, Zarya, and Soaruka,
wasn't who was Oh, I can't think of her name.
and because everyone else is just friends.
Somebody was just in a tag team on AAA. Was it the
Oh yeah, Lola Vice and Stephanie
Lola?
Bakor.
No,
Yeah,
they didn't team up. I thought Lola Vice was in a tag match at AAA, the AAA event.
yeah, it was her and Stephanie.
It was.
Yeah, yeah,
Well, they probably won't do that then.
yeah. They're not gonna do that
Probably
one.
somebody else.
Yeah, like SmackDown wise, I don't think. Yeah, it'll have to be like. Well, I mean, yeah, you got Alba Fire
Piper Niven.
and Piper Niven, but I mean they've been showing B Fab and Meechin hanging out a lot together.
Alexa's been trying to get Charlotte for some reason.
Yeah, it'll probably be between B Fab and Meechin.
Until Meechin unblocks me, I don't want to see her on TV. I just want to go on the record. I want nothing to do with seeing her. It's not my fault she's going through an identity crisis. That is WWE Creative's fault. We just call it like we see it, man. Uh, so I don't waste this spot. I don't know what they're gonna. I don't see any teams making sense. Even
Oh,
Roxanne don't make sense.
I mean, besides like Maxine Dupree and Natalia, technically they haven't really broken them up, and they just haven't been seen together since they got back. But Io Sky and Asuka, that's a bona fide. The Kabuki were they're a bona fide tag team, so
Well,
they were tag.
you can't do EO Sky at Evolution. She already got a
Not,
match. Kyrie
not.
Sane.
Yeah, Kari Zane,
They
not
don't
Io
all look
Sky.
alike, man.
Yeah.
We got to be politically correct on this show. That is the views of Stan. That is not the views of Wrestling for Real.
Well, yeah,
Uh,
that's it.
yeah, I mean,
That's it.
the WWE with the women, they really split them up a lot. They're
Well,
not.
with the last release, they released like all the tag teams that they had, the
Yeah,
actual
because
women's
this
tag
would have
team.
easily been Lash Legend and Jakara Jackson, right? They would have easily been the NXT
Yeah,
representative.
either them and then you could have got the two girls.
We need Jakara Jackson back. I don't know how to make it happen.
What's but they used to have a tag belt. So I can't remember the tag name.
And then
No, it was a Casey Cantazaro and
I don't remember who else.
it was her and another girl. They had tag belts before. So the last release, they just broke up like all of the actual like tag teams.
Well, they had no other choice at that point. They had to trim as much fat as possible. So
Yeah.
a lot of those will definitely get sent by the
Yeah,
wayside.
it's not too many women working together to where a lot of them get into like a group, like with the Roxanne and the Judgment Day, and Maxine has her own thing, and Natalia just kind of added herself to that. But theoretically, Natalia and Maxine, I don't know, they haven't had a match together. If I'm
Yeah, I
not,
wish they would have did like Spook said with a TNA women's tag team, because TNA got more women tag team. We got Elegance Brand. I can't remember their new name, but they were called the Iconics, the Iconics when they were in WWE. But they're in TNA now. Like it's you
I
just
mean,
got
maybe there's a chance. Maybe they, surprise us or something. I don't know.
yeah.
Hopefully, but it's gonna be hard to come up with some tag teams that's gonna make sense. They're just about to throw a bunch of women together, like you said. B-Fab mentioned. I don't know if it'll be Alexa and Charlotte because they can really hold their own in one-on-one matches. It could be Piper Niven and Alba Fire, or Chelsea and one of those girls as well. Zelina I don't know that she has any any women friends. Julia doesn't seem to have any. We don't really know. We might do as good a job as them as putting this together. I think it's going to be real obvious once that lineup is set who's going to win, but it might just end up staying on Judgment Day, really. 'Cause they're the closest thing to anything that reminds us of a team, but at least it's posing for interesting conversation because if they would have just did a tag match against any other tag team, we probably wouldn't even have spent more than 10 seconds talking about it. So the fact that there's intrigue in who it might be is probably helping the match.
Yeah.
Honestly, if I was them, I probably wouldn't even announce it until the music hits. Just mystery teams, man. Don't even announce it. Just keep us guessing the whole way. Ain't but 2 weeks. Just keep us guessing the whole way, man.
I mean, now that is interesting. You got a
Yeah,
valid point.
don't even tell us, man. That way we could boo or go to the bathroom or cheer right in the moment, man. Don't even
Then in
tell us.
that case, they can bring some people back that they possibly released or just
Yeah, Nikki and Bree, they
yeah,
could
yeah, yeah.
drop. Bree been waiting for a call. I think Brie Bella, Zilla Fatu, and Matt Cardona has been waiting by the phones for the WWE now. They've been the most. We please call us
Man,
people,
Cardona, man, he
man.
milking John Cena mentioning his name.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
Chelsea can't do nothing. She can't get him a job for nothing. It's terrible, man. He wouldn't do that if it was him, man. He would have got her a job. So yeah, we got to see. We probably not gonna get Bailey and Lyra based on what happened later, but at least it's interesting. But they definitely getting some matches going. They got another match, like you said. They have a battle royal, and the winner will be fighting. I'm so confused. So the winner's gonna be in is it the women's title match in the Clash of Paris?
I think
What's that stake?
yeah, it's going like I guess whatever brand they're a part of, they'll face that champion at Clash of Paris.
Okay, so they having the battle royal. We got Io and Rhea, and we got the fatal 4-way tag team women's match. So they getting all the matches out. They know we ain't. There's only one more Raw left before Saturday night's main events.
Yeah, they gotta sell those tickets, man.
Right, we ain't know who was on the card. We still haven't heard from Nikki Bella again, so we don't know what's going on with her, or any other women from the past, whether that be Michelle McCool, Trish Stratus. Some of these are Beth. No, it won't be Beth Phoenix. Never mind. Some of them are. I forgot. So some of them are loosely around. So we might get some of those. But yeah, we got 3 matches so far. Backstage, we had a segment with Alpha Academy, and apparently we have a super huge El Grande Americano shows up.
But I already knew who it was when they showed him.
Who do you think it was? Who do you think it was, Spook?
I didn't get a clear
Did you
picture because
figure it out, anybody?
I didn't get a clear picture. I just seen him like when he was going past. I didn't see him like coming face forward. You know what I'm saying? Like I seen like the backside. Where he was walking on the cross and everybody turned their
I'm
head
gonna
to
be
look.
honest, man. I don't know. I couldn't even think of nobody. Who did
It's
you have, man?
it's Kaiser, man.
Kaiser?
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
remember was
The
it
form, yeah, the form do look like him.
last Raw? Remember he was in the background
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
during I think when Gable got was
Mm-hmm.
either Gable got beat up or Grande Americano, but he was in the background looking over.
Nah, Gable got beat up. Gable got beat
Okay,
up.
Gable got beat up. He was in the background looking over. And then when El Grande came and stood there, he was standing just like Kaiser was standing. Not
Mm-hmm.
saying a word, just standing there like Kaiser. And then like it's Kaiser, bro.
Mm-hmm.
He
Yeah, yeah. He got a valid point. Like
didn't look
really,
big.
it do
Kaiser
look
didn't look
it do
that
look
big.
like Cosby. It do look like
I'm
him.
glad I know, but compare like because he's always next to Gunther. Gunther is tall. Kaiser's tall. The Creed brothers are tall, but they're not
Yeah.
like that tall.
Mm.
Let me see how tall. It's got to be Kaiser, man. Let's see how
It looked
tall
like
Kaiser is.
somebody bigger than him, though.
And then remember, the camera was so close up too.
He looked like he was as big as Creed the Creed brothers, and they to me come off as a big difference than
Yeah, Kaiser's only 6'3". It looked like Kaiser.
I don't think
Whoever
that
it is, man, they getting creative with this whole
they
little
look big.
Americano gate.
Kaiser has a little height, but that dude had some size, at least
Hey,
from the small moment I saw.
but remember, we ain't seen Kaiser in so long. He could have been in the
Right,
jam.
right. I mean, you could have done all sorts of stuff. He could have got
We have not heard from that man since Charlotte Flair missing him in her DMs, and he
yeah.
made that comment on X. That was the last we
Well,
seen him.
he was doing like the promos on Raw when they go to commercial. He had a few of those, so we never really saw it on TV. We just have to see the clips. But yeah, I don't know. It looked like somebody that had. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. It looked like somebody bigger than him, but I don't know. I really didn't have a guess. I was trying to think of. They didn't let him do nothing. That was what threw me off. It was like, is he going to the ring? I'm thinking he's going to the ring. I'm thinking something's about to happen. He didn't do nothing.
I'm saying that's why I think it's Kaiser, because I remember for a while he would just do that when he was in Imperium when it was the three of them. If
Hmm.
someone was doing something backstage, he would just show up, stand there, look at them, and walk off. Because for the longest, the only time he would ever talk was when he would be introducing Gunther. He would never say nothing else. He would just introduce Gunther, and then Imperium do their thing, and that'd be it. But I don't know. I guess we'll have to see. But that's just my guess. I think it's him.
Yeah, I mean, it may not be a bad guess, man. It may not
It's
be a
good to
bad.
see him back on TV, even though it's this character. I wish it was something else,
El Grande versus El Grande.
but he on TV. That's what they're gonna do. That's how they gonna unmask it. Mask versus mask. El Grande versus El Grande.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
That's
it's
gonna be crazy, man. That's gonna be a good one, though, man. That's gonna be a real.
I wish they would end it already. Man.
yeah, this is interesting, man.
It's going on too long.
Part of all of the excitement is the mystery and the intrigue, man. Like sometimes that, following the journey is a lot better than the destination,
Yeah.
So that's what we on right now, the journey of it. But after this we had another backstage is getting wild. Karrion Cross and Sami Zayn got into it backstage, which I guess leads me to believing that Karrion for the moment is safe in WWE, and this program is not over, and we're gonna get some more action from them. And what you think, Stan? We getting some more action from Sammy and Cross, man. Is this good for Cross, or he's gotta get some type of win here, don't he?
Yeah, it's good for Cross. I'm pretty sure he gonna win the next
Mm-hmm.
one if they do it. Yeah, it was just a good old fashioned. I'm gonna beat your butt backstage,
Mm-hmm.
and it was good, man. I was happy to see it because I honestly thought that we were not going to see Cross on TV at all. So that leads me to believe that maybe his contract situation might be okay, which I'm happy
Yeah,
for, because
yeah.
he's some yeah.
Mhm. What you thought about that one, Sammy and Cross looking like they might be running the back, Spook?
Yeah, I mean, same thing with like we was talking about Sheamus and Rusev, man. It's definitely another banger that can keep going and keep going for a couple segments here and there.
Hmm. Yeah, man. So we're gonna see how this one plays out with these guys. But I think I'm interested to see Cross continue to get some spotlight and some attention, man. Hopefully he can turn this into something for himself, and have a decent and better, more fulfilled run this time around, even with a crowded field. After this, we had Gunther come out to the ring, cutting his promo, talking like he be talking. He was interrupted by Seth Rollins, who came out here and let him know that I'm on both champions. I'm coming for both champions right now. Everybody better watch their back. And it feels good to hear Seth Rollins music hits. It does feel good for him to come out there and interrupt. It's going to be some trouble. Something's going to happen. So it does feel like a superstar is coming out there. At that time, Seth Rollins got interrupted by CM Punk, and they had no words for each other. It was just time. It was go time. So these guys, as we suspected, is going to be married together for quite some time. And once that broke down, and Seth went into the crowd, and Punk went to the back, and out of nowhere, LA Knight comes from behind Seth Rollins, and these guys are going at it in the crowd, in the stands. I think at one point, LA Knight threw a drink on him or something. Like somebody, grabbed a drink. It got real wild and crazy. So it was definitely an interesting brawl, man. This was one of the fun parts of the night for me. So I don't know. LA Knight is figuring his way into there. We got a match now coming up at Saturday Night Main Event with LA Knight and Seth Rollins. So he's getting into the picture with these guys. The guy CM Punk still lurking. Gunther got his own things to worry about at Saturday Night Main Event. So they're trying to make it interesting for us. But what you thought about this segment, Spook, with Gunther and Seth Punk, LA Knight coming out there and these guys just basically going at it.
It's good, man. It's creating more storylines, man. Creating more feuds. Like you said, LA Knight trying to get into the big boy picture now, man. As far as possibly a title match. So yeah, I mean, it was pretty good, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's just they spreading everybody around. They getting their money.
Yeah, man, we gonna get some. Then but good stuff is gonna come from this, I believe. Maybe Gunther needs to lose the title, but either way, he's got a lot of people that's got a target on him. We haven't seen Goldberg. I'm not sure if he's gonna be at the go home Saturday night main event Monday Night Raw, but he may or may not be. He might need to preserve as much energy as possible, but this was more so about what's gonna happen after this match with Goldberg than what was gonna happen during this match with Goldberg. So we'll see. What you thought about this segment, Stan, with these four guys?
Yeah, it's the same. It's just gotta see what it's gonna do.
Mhm.
I mean, who knows what they're cooking up, but I know they're gonna be cooking up something.
Did you think Gunther intended to fall when CM Punk pushed him?
I don't know, because he kind of just looked at him. Like, I was like, what's going on? Like, I don't know if he slipped. CM
He had
Punk
some
pushed.
church shoes on, man.
I mean, maybe he knew that he was gonna push him, but
Hmm.
CM Punk was so filled with adrenaline and rage, because I really believe that they honestly hate each other, that he pushed Gunther harder than he wanted to, and that's why he was just looking at him like, bro, what's going on? Because it was kind of weird, man.
Yeah, I don't know. Gunther's a big
But
dude.
but I told you last night, man, CM Punk, I think they genuinely hate each other, man. I
Mhm.
really do. Like, and if they don't, they're playing it so well, because it's just like it's good. And I was watching when he ran into the crowd when LA Knight came. They showed him walking in the background. I legit, because I couldn't see the upper torso what he was wearing. I just saw the pants and the yellow shirt. And a dude with popcorn. I thought it was a fan trying to walk into the scene, and then I
Mhm.
was like, "Hold on, well, no, they want to let a fan do that."
Mhm.
but but yeah, I don't know, man. Like, it's so many. Like, after Saturday Night Main Event, CM Punk maybe feel like LA Knight kind of disrespecting him, so maybe they'll run a little quick program. And
Mhm.
then Seth gonna get himself involved in that. They can just go on
Yeah.
forever.
This segment set up a match with Seth and LA Knight, Seth and Gunther, Seth and Punk.
I feel like Seth or CM Punk could go to TNA,
Hmm.
fight someone in TNA, and if like CM Punk goes to TNA to fight, Seth's gonna show up, or vice versa. Like, that's how married together they are, because they hate each other so much.
I think I personally, if I'm being honest, I don't think they hate each other at all. I think
Yeah, I don't think so. It's just like,
this is our last blur the lines that we could really have. Everybody comes out as friends. Everybody. They're on the Up Up Down channel. They're like in podcast rooms. I just seen Kevin Owens and Cody Rhodes talking. He just tried to kill Cody.
yeah,
And they're just, oh, we're best friends and you're my god baby's god daddy's cousin. And I'm just like, oh my gosh. Like, do not ever reveal to me that Seth Rollins and CM Punk are just happy backstage. I don't
yeah.
want
I don't want to
to
know it. I'm
like,
pretty sure they are. I don't
this
want
is
to
our
know it though.
last hope of it. Who else could
Yeah,
legitimately hate each other?
yeah.
This is the last hope.
Because it all goes back to when CM Punk debuted, and I'm pretty sure, like, I know. I've heard people say they didn't tell the talent CM Punk was debuting.
Mm-hmm.
I heard people say they did.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't tell, because how Michael Cole was like, because I've never seen Michael Cole hold back like a superstar like that. So, but I know he's a vet, so he was like, well, "Yo, let's turn this into something." So I don't know. So
I think they knew. I think they knew. I think they knew. You can't because otherwise you're trying to get out the ring. You're trying to. There was a lot of time in between that Survivor Series match, War Games ending, and CM Punk coming out.
yeah, because they kind of just like,
It dragged for a while.
well, yeah, because then they hit the watermark, the camera scene went
Yeah, it
out,
was
so I was like,
dragging.
oh, it's over with, and then the music hit.
So I feel like there was some tension there. But once you start working with somebody, no different than him coming back and Triple H, because his real tension was always with Triple H. It was never, I've never even believed it was Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins, I feel like, made his presence more felt throughout that whole ordeal, almost like how he injected himself into the beef with The Rock and Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes.
Yeah,
I
I
feel
mean,
like he just injected himself. Initially, the big match was CM Punk and Triple H if he was to ever come back. It wasn't CM Punk and Seth Rollins.
I feel like CM Punk probably had like a little dislike for him. 'Cause, I mean, I think Seth had a little dislike for CM Punk. The Shield started as like a CM Punk group.
Yeah, his security.
Yeah, he put that together, and I feel like Seth probably felt some kind of way when he left. Like, yo, man, like you were my vet. How could you leave me like this? But I don't know.
Yeah, just don't tell me. Don't tell me.
Yeah, I don't want to know. I don't want to go on Instagram. And I'm like, why is this? I don't want to go on Instagram and CM Punk is at their daughter's birthday party.
Man. It would just kill it. Even in this era, it would still just kill it for us. Man. Like, don't do it, man. Y'all, I gotta stay apart.
Because we've never seen any photos of them like
No,
together.
y'all gotta stay apart, man. And Punk is back apologizing and hanging out with everybody,
Yeah,
except Seth Rollins. So keep it that way.
yeah.
Now he even apologized to the Saudi Arabians. He's on a apology tour right now. So we good, man. After that, we basically they showed Judgment Day backstage with all the gold that they had, getting ready for their match and for the tag match. I guess I don't know if Dominic is really injured. He had another little run-in with AJ Styles talking about trying to get that title match still. So I'm not really sure what's going on with Dominic. I don't know if he's actually injured. But if so, he's on the shelf. Chad's on the shelf. Liv Morgan's on the shelf. So it's a couple of people missing there. But Judgment Day, everybody in that was in that picture had gold on their waist or in their hands. They're looking like money right now, at least for the time being. Not really that one big dog, but they got a bunch of gold over there. So after this, we had Bailey and Lyra Valkyria in a match for the number one contenders match for the title. Becky Lynch has the women's Intercontinental Championship. I believe it was supposed to be at Evolution, if I'm not mistaken. The winner was supposed to go to Evolution and have this match, or was it something else?
For which one?
Lyra Valkyria and Beck Bailey's match, their number one contender.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But
This
like
was
I said,
supposed to be the fourth match, and it may end up being that way. This one ended in a no DQ. They fought into the crowd. We seen Lyra get a little fired up. Lyra's got to darken it up a little bit. She's I need her to get a little angrier in her look. She still looks so plain, almost like how when Bailey was like being so heelish, and it was like, you look like a kind of a really nice person.
when she
It's like, I need you
when
to.
she first started damage control.
Yeah, she just seems so nice. They need to get like Rhea Ripley's makeup artist and just a couple of little
Yeah.
black outliners here and there or something. Darken it up a little bit. But this one ended a no DQ, and they announced that now Becky does not have a challenger for a title. So, what you think instead? This is are we headed to a triple threat? Are we pivoting? Is this going down at Evolution?
I don't think it's going down to Evolution.
Mm,
They might do another match, maybe a rematch for them at Evolution. I don't know. Or they might do a triple threat. But I really was hoping that the triple threat would take place at SummerSlam. Cause that was my guess. So I don't know how they're gonna cook this one up. I thought it was like one of them would be the clear winner, fight at Evolution, and then the other one would come out and like, you know, intervene. And then the three of them go at it at SummerSlam. But I don't know how they're gonna do it at this point because I don't know. It might be an Evolution match, but I feel like a triple threat with those three. That's a SummerSlam worthy match, in
Mm-hmm.
my opinion.
yeah, they just got some more building to do. What you thought
Yeah.
about this one between Lyra and Bailey, Spook?
It was a solid match. You know what I'm saying? Both of them can go. She's definitely getting a whole lot better in the ring. Bailey and Becky done brought her, a whole new look out of her. Just trying to see where this go, man. Like Stan was saying, I definitely want to see the triple threat at SummerSlam. So, I'm just trying to figure out now how they gonna keep it moving all the way to SummerSlam. You know what I'm saying? They'll figure something out. The writers always keep us intrigued.
Yeah, if Evolution is anything like the other PLEs, they probably only got two more matches to announce to get to five. I don't know if they'll go six with this one. And right now, you don't have Tiffany Stratton in there. You don't have. She's not doing no battle royal. So got to get her in there somewhere, and then you may get us a nostalgia match. But it's not a lot of time to build it up. None of this really has much of a build up. Kind of like let's go. So that's just pretty much been the stories. Everything's moving so fast now. You can't even, they're already building up SummerSlam with the whole Gunther segment that had almost nothing to do with Goldberg. So they was already like thinking beyond Goldberg as far as I could see with that segment. So it's like, this is how we got it. We're in a rush right now. We got to keep.
It's the TKO effect.
Man, they just and I don't know if the PLEs do more money. I don't know if they're bringing in something different because they just seem like more of a glorified Monday Night Raw SmackDown, but
Yeah.
they definitely are dropping them. So we got two this month coming up, two next month coming up, or this month coming up. Look at it in July. So we'll see how that goes before we get to SummerSlam and then Clash of Paris. I think that's October. Is Clash of Paris October? Or is that was that?
I think it should be after SummerSlam.
Yeah, I feel like something was they. I thought they said something was October, so I'm not really sure.
Clash of Paris is it's in August.
Oh, that's one is in August. Okay,
Yeah, that's right after SummerSlam.
okay,
Crown
yeah.
Jewels in October, right?
I don't know.
Yeah, Crown Jewel is because they're doing that in like Australia, I think. Yeah, that's in October. Crown Jewel is in October.
So Clash is what 2 weeks after SummerSlam, 2 3 weeks after SummerSlam.
Pretty much, man.
So whoever wins at Evolution is going to be waiting 4 to 6 weeks for their title match. Is that correct?
Yeah, unless they have a title match and we know they're gonna win.
Uh,
They might do a rematch. I feel like if Rhea wins, it will probably
well,
be
the
a
Battle
rematch.
Royal though, the Battle Royal one that was for the
Yeah, yeah, it's gonna be a wait. They
Jeez.
can build. It's a way for them to build it up,
Yeah, I
but
mean that's
I don't know if they're gonna do it. It really depends on who wins.
and you're gonna do we build it up for 5 to 6 weeks, or are they just gonna forget about each other until 2 weeks before the event?
It's a way they can do it, but it really depends. If it's a big player wins, then it's a way that they can. Because whoever wins, they gotta wait till after SummerSlam anyway.
Well, I mean, we don't. We all already know who's gonna win. Like, is it not
Who? Charlotte?
Stephanie Becker? She got the rocket
Yeah,
on her, man.
yeah,
They just gave Julia the title.
yeah. US, yeah.
I think it's. I don't see how somebody's going. They want.
Yes, Stephanie versus Rhea, but she not being Rhea right now.
You don't think she could at Clash of Paris?
I don't think she's gonna be Rhea in her. Well, I mean that might not be Rhea's first defense, but I don't think they're gonna give Rhea Ripley like a 2 week, 3 week. You know what I'm saying?
Depends on who she fights at SummerSlam. If there's a good reason for her to lose it there, it might not be real. But I think they want Stephanie to win so bad that I wouldn't put it past them.
To give her gold that quick.
Now, if they keep it on Io, Stephanie definitely winning
They
the Battle
put
Royal.
every gold in NXT on Stephanie and then shot her right to the main roster. So
Now, if they keep it, if for some reason Io beats Rhea, and if Stephanie wins yeah, it's set in stone. That makes more sense
mhm.
than to have like Rhea have it for like not even 2 months. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah. I'm already predicting Stephanie just because I see what they're trying to do with her and Julia. They're really rushing them into these spots, even though we had no sighting of Stephanie tonight. But I think they are trying to rush these ladies into certain spots. And
Oh yeah, she.
I don't think they respect that title. If I'm being honest, I think the one that Tiffany has, I think that's going to be more coveted. So I think this one, and especially the United States women's and the United Intercontinental women's, I think they're just going to get passed around anyway. So I don't think they really care who has it. And if Rhea loses it, she's still Rhea Ripley. So I don't think it's going to affect her too much. Now putting it on Stephanie seems crazy this soon, but the way they've been behind Stephanie, I don't know. I can't. Julia just got to the main roster, had a title shot, and is already the champion.
Well, I knew they were gonna do that because I know Zelina Vega. They gave her that title because she's been there.
15, 20,
She
30
she
years.
yeah, she deserved that moment. She
Mm.
got the moment to go to the 9/11 memorial. So it was her moment, and I'm glad she got it. The fans weren't really behind Zelina after she won it. It's crazy, bro. It was like, oh, push this person, push this person. As soon as they get the push, you know what? Back down to the bottom you go. John
Yeah,
Cena
bro.
was right, man.
It's
They
the journey.
fickle.
It's the journey, man. Once you get there, people just don't care as much anymore,
Yeah,
man. It's like
John
Oscar's
Cena was
return.
right.
Think about the Oscar return. Oh, we can't wait for Oscar to return. Where was Oscar tonight? Anybody? Did anyone ask for Oscar tonight? Do you recall seeing anything where someone said get Oscar a match, an appearance? Nobody cares already.
That's why
Already.
I can't wait for LA Knight to win the title. To win like
Mhm.
the World Heavyweight title or I cannot wait for it to happen and watch how quick people turn on him. It's gonna be so
I hope so.
funny. They gonna do it.
I
I
hope.
don't want them to because I love LA Knight, but I know it's
Mhm.
gonna happen, bro. It's
Yeah,
gonna be crazy. I know it's gonna happen.
but yeah, that's how it is, man. With people want you to get to that spot, and then they're like, okay, we're through with you.
Yeah.
Next, and that's what seems to be the case with a lot of people.
Cena was right, man. They don't know what they want, man. Fickle.
hmm So after that, we had our main event: Sami Zayn and Penta versus, I call them the Bronze, Braun Breaker and Braun Reed. I like the match. I thought it was a good match. I can't really. I guess this makes more sense as to why Penta came out at Night of Champions. I guess because I was very confused as to why he was there. And then Sammy. So okay, now we're a team and we're going after the Goons, Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker, and now we got a tag match on Monday Night Raw, which I don't know. Monday Night Raw is just throwing out main events. I guess this was the main event, but wasn't much at stake here. Um, I feel like this was a good match though. It had the star power that you'd expect from a main event, being these guys. Paul Heyman is out there. And this one ended with Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker picking up the win here and continuing destruction that led to Jey Uso coming out and clearing house with the chairs. So we did get a Jey Uso sighting. Jey Uso is like, look, champion, not champion, no match, a match. Y'all not keeping me off TV. And I
Nah.
respect that about Jey. Like, he's making sure y'all are not about to, I don't care if it's for the last 10 seconds, I'm getting on TV. And if you got a title and you not getting on TV, you need to be doing whatever he doing to get on TV. Because it don't make no sense. I don't, did we see Becky tonight?
I thought she was gonna come out after the match.
If it was a clean finish, I guess that would have maybe her music would have hit. But yeah, champions not being on TV is crazy to me. It just to me it devalues the title. I still want the titles to be like that big thing, but it's just not anymore. It's really just not anymore. Certain people will get a title and it'll be a bigger deal. But if it's not that main title that John Cena has, that's the only title that's made a big deal. Everything else is sort of gets passed around. You might see the champ on TV, might not see him. No one's really talking about it. All of those different things are happening except for that one title. So I guess I just have to accept that it's never going to be as big as it should be because Night of Champions should have had 10 title matches and that's it.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you could have called it Night of Wrestlers. You could have called it Night of Superstars. I don't know why we talking about champions and most of the people wrestling ain't got no title around their waist. But that was our main event with Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker picking up the victory over Sammy and Penta. Jay coming out there for a little help, I guess, before they swapped the ring out for SmackDown. But what you thought about the main event tonight, Stan?
It was a good match. And it was I mean that scene with those five is it's gonna be chaotic for a while. Jay still got beef with them. Penta has beef with them because Seth told him stick his nose out of my business, and you don't tell that to Penta. It's just beef everywhere, and it's good. So they
Yeah.
can just beat each other up all the time.
And it's good for Penta that he's in that main event scene because Penta's still relatively new. He debuted on the January 6th episode, did he not?
Yeah, tomorrow around there.
Yeah,
And
so
it's funny because people are saying like, oh yeah, like they're not using Penta correctly. Like what? That man is everywhere.
yeah. Penta's fine. Penta's fine, man. They're doing everything they can to showcase what he's capable of. They're definitely trying to get over his Penta strut as they like to call it. Sami Zayn even hit it.
Yeah, Sammy Davis is
Sammy was a little off,
Well, that
okay, man.
he
and
was off
then
on that the Jey Uso dance when he was out. He was
mm,
yeah, he was one
Yeah,
step behind that curl didn't quite curl all the way.
The Canadian come out. The Canadian be coming out.
he tried, but yeah, those guys was looking good out there, man. I just main event should be the reason I stay throughout the whole night, and this was close, but the W has really gotten to a point just like announcing all of these matches last minute where the name is just what sells. It almost don't even feel like it matters what we're doing. We had a few matches tonight. I think it was 4 matches tonight with Rusev and the tag match and then Bailey and then this main event. So we got 4 matches and a whole lot of backstage and a whole lot of commercials. It's not really a lot of matches. I almost want to see a Monday Night Raw where they just go back to back with matches, just back to back to back with matches. There's nothing backstage, just back to back with matches. It would be like the most memorable Monday Night Raw in years, man. Like it would be crazy to do that. Like it would be unheard of. So, but you'll get some TV time. The fans won't be able to get out their seat. you could just go crazy for one night. Just give us one night. With how they do commercial free hours for like one night. Just give us just straight wrestling, man. Let's
Yeah.
hold off on all these commercials, man. These matches be starting. The Rusev and Sheamus match started with a commercial. I was like, what is going on? Like, it's crazy how these commercials be coming in. But overall, what you thought about the night today, Spook?
It was pretty good, man. I was able to actually see a good little bit of it, man. I missed the main event. You know what I'm saying? But that's the only thing. It's what they do. What they delivering to us right now, man. You know what I'm saying? We gotta take it or leave it, man. You know what I'm saying? They got a little. They got some stuff brewing. That's keeping us interested. Some stuff they, like you said, they need to cut out, man. A lot of this backstage, a lot of talking. Let these boys fight, man. Let these boys and girls fight, man. Get this thing cracking, man. That's what they get paid for, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, what you thought about the night, Stan? What was your thoughts on this early Monday Night Raw?
I mean, like you said, I would like to see more matches. They were moving fast, and I understand why, because they still had to, switch over to do SmackDown tonight. But it felt like everything was just go, 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 go. Like they were back there in Gorilla just saying go, go, go. It was weird, but the matches were good actually. I don't think there was one match where I was like, I don't really like this. So at least they had good matches, and some of the backstage segments were pretty good. There were a lot, but some of them were pretty. Like the one with AJ and Dom, that was kind of funny. That was funny. So that was good. But put old man readers on. But yeah, it was solid, man. They did what we thought, which they gave us a whole bunch of matches for one more match for main event. 3 matches for Evolution. Pretty sure on Friday we'll get more. And next Monday we'll probably get a few more. Evolution main event or next weekend.
Yeah, they
So,
got to drop them on us, man. We ready. They got to drop them on us.
man,
They're already dropping some hints as to what we're gonna get at SummerSlam and Clash of Paris based
it's
on the
crazy.
events
We
coming in.
we gonna know WrestleMania next year. We
Yeah,
gonna know that by like
yeah,
by
yeah. 'Cause they throwing it at us, man. They throwing it at us. So
So what they gonna do for SummerSlam, man? This is 2 nights, man. Which what
I don't
two and a
know who
half
the big
hours?
man. I mean,
no.
John Cena's got a match with
Yeah.
Cody.
We don't
Um,
even know if Roman's gonna be back yet.
we don't
It's a
know yet.
lot,
I don't know
man.
where he'd fit in at.
I
And
don't
who
know.
he come back for? He should come back for Seth Rollins theoretically.
I you just don't know. It's like it's I don't know, like nothing. They just doing stuff, and it's just like
Because that's the brand is what sells now. It's not The Rock, it's not Stone Cold, it's not Hulk Hogan, it's not John Cena. It's the brand that sells.
man, TKO is returning my love of WWE, and I love UFC, and I saw how UFC changed when they took over.
Hmm.
And it's the same thing now. It's weird. Like they're doing like UFC they'll have a fight night and then like a couple months later be like a pay-per-view, like a number at UFC. But now it's like they'll do a fight night which is like Raw or SmackDown. 2 weeks later, you got a pay-per-view UFC, and then 2 weeks later you got a fight night. So it's the same thing. Every 2 weeks you got a PLE. It's like we gotta keep it going. Cause we need the money coming in.
Yeah, because every event is more commercials, more sponsorships, more logos on the ring.
Yeah.
It's a lot more money passing through there. It's a
Slim
cash
Jim
cow.
table, bro.
Yeah,
Come on, man.
I'm just
The Slim Jim table.
And why is Logan Paul? Why is his stuff is always out there?
Oh,
he
they
was
signed that
the original
contract. Like,
sponsor.
yeah,
Yeah, he was
that
the
contract
first one
was,
to get on the ring with
yeah.
his Prime Energy logo.
That was before TKO took over, actually.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was just him. So that was like a WWE thing.
So he got
that
loan money. So he don't even really got to wrestle. He already
he
paid.
never had to wrestle. He never had.
Nah. Yeah, oh yeah, man.
And at some point, he's gonna come back,
Yeah.
and do whatever
Cool.
he's gonna do. So
Because he's got to be in SummerSlam at some point.
SummerSlam you got 2 nights. You got Cardi B. You got Jersey, which is a lot of people like to just attach it to the New York area, but it is a big area. It is a big deal. So you got to really bring it. And you got 2 main events that have to happen. Right now, we only know one main event, and that's Cena and Cody. So we still got to get us another big main event. And I don't know
Yeah.
what that's going to look like, but we got to get us another one to close SummerSlam. SummerSlam used to be the second biggest pay-per-view at one point. So I don't know if it's just going to be a little watered down. This is the first time it's 2 weeks. 2 nights. I'm sorry. So I don't know if they're just going to be like us, WWE. We're going to let it run. But it's inevitable, man. Sooner or later, the women's Royal Rumble is going to be night 1, and the men's Royal Rumble is going to be night 2. it's inevitably on the way, based on where they going with all these night one and night twos.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We're just gonna, continue seeing this thing grow because it's money, man. It's money, man. The more content they're able to put out, the more money they're able to expect and receive in return. So I get it. I get it from their perspective, man. But it's rushing everything. Nothing to build up. Everybody's fighting each other quickly without much animosity. Even before Kevin Owens left, he was just getting mad at somebody new every Monday or every Friday and just fight. It was like it was no rhyme or reason to it. Like just all of a sudden he's in another fight until he had to go and get the surgery and sit out for a while. Everything is happening fast, and so I expect that to continue with SmackDown. I'm sure they're gonna get into some stuff there. I don't know if we want to waste. I guess they're not gonna waste the John Cena appearance on the tape show. So that's probably why we just gonna give them a couple of weeks off, man, to go do a couple of movies and things like that, and get back to it. So we might have to take the WWE approach though. So we might have to start doing 5-6 shows every week. Try to get some of this TKO money, man. I guess that's the blueprint right now, man. Just keep putting out shows, man, and the money will just start raining in, man. So that's what these guys are doing. But overall, it was a good night tonight. I thought it was cool. Definitely got everybody out a little earlier, man. Get everybody night started, whatever that means for everybody. So not mad at the start time. I guess they'll be back to their original normal start time next week.
Mm-hmm.
We also will be back to our normal start time next week as well. So covering Monday Night Raw to see what they got brewing for us before Evolution kickoff and Saturday night's main event. So it should be a huge Monday Night Raw. It should be a huge Monday Night Raw. Definitely a huge SmackDown next week. So we definitely be right back at you guys with some content coming your way. So please don't forget to like. Please don't forget to subscribe wherever you get your podcasts. Wrestle for Real Podcast, Apple, Spotify, iHeart. Definitely don't forget that. And we'll be right back here next week. So until then, Stan, Spook, I appreciate y'all chopping it up, coming on tonight. And we'll get with y'all in about another week or so right now.
Yeah.
All right, fellas.
All
All right,
right.
man. We'll catch up.